Ohayo gozaimasu. So today I'm gonna be shopping for a whole bunch of groceries, a lot of Asian ingredients for my Asian pizzas at an Asian grocery store. In fact, this is a secret Asian grocery store, Town and Country. So the reason I say this is a secret Asian store is because I think the founders were two families, and one of those families were Japanese. So back in the day it was called Central Market, now it's called Town and Country, but it had all the Asian ingredients that me and my family need for whenever we're cooking whatever recipes. You know, Judy, my wife, being Filipina, I'm Japanese. We cook a lot of Asian food, so I thought I'd show you guys what I like to buy here and why this is one of my favorite grocery stores. Always have your own bag. Oh yes, my happy place. Okay, look at this. They got this place called Maka. It's a sushi stand. They don't have a lot of sushi because it is the morning, but they freshly roll and make all kinds of sushi here. So we live in the North Seattle area, and there's a great grocery store that we always go to called the Wajimaya, but it's in downtown. So this is the place we would go to buy all of those ingredients for Japanese dishes that you really couldn't find at a normal American grocery store. Now, of course, you could find rice at any grocery store, but I like to buy the fancy stuff. In fact, this is my favorite right here. Some of the most expensive rice you can buy, but this is sushi grade, high quality rice, Japanese rice, but grown in California. So this is the one I want to get, and we ran out, so I'm probably gonna buy the big bag here. Now, this is 15 pounds, but normally you get the 50 pounder. They don't have it here, but maybe I'll get another one. I don't know, 15 pounds is the way to go. Between having 5 daughters, me and Judy loving our rice, and now that Papa's with us, we eat a lot of rice. I'm scooping up 5 cups of rice every single time I'm starting my rice cooker right now. I'm gonna ask them if they have bigger bags of rice somewhere. Do you work here?
Yeah, we can help you.
Do you guys sell bigger bags of rice than 15 pounds? Is there another section, or is this all the rice you got?
This is all we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's all good.
Yeah, no
Thank you very much. I don't know about you guys, but I love putting my rice into a rice dispenser. I know this is kind of crazy to say it, but a friend of ours, Sharon Cuneta, that's right, if you know who Sharon Cuneta is, she's our friend. She sent us a rice dispenser years ago because we didn't have one. We just kind of put it into this glass bin and we'd scoop out whatever we needed. But thank the Lord she sent that to us, because I use that thing all the time. And it is nuts that someone like her thought about us, because she watched our vlogs. She noticed that we didn't have a rice dispenser and she sent one. So anyways, thank you, Sharon, if you're watching. Definitely, if you eat a lot of rice, a rice dispenser is the way to go. And it's surprising to me that we didn't have one earlier, because I think every Filipino household I've ever been to has a rice dispenser. Ooh, look at what I see. QP. This was the real stuff, you guys. The real stuff, not the American stuff that you see at Costco. Now, you are paying the high price here, and I think this has to do with tariffs. So the last time I shopped here, which was probably about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, the guy said they were having a shortage of Asian products, especially if they were coming from China. Now, this is from Japan. Let's see where this is made. Yeah, product of Japan. But not only was there a shortage, he said prices are gonna probably start going up because of the shortage. So $7.89, that's quite expensive. If you see this on sale, buy it. At $7.89, it's borderline not worth it. But I'm gonna buy it because we need it. And in fact, I need this for the pizza I'm gonna make today, which I know this is kind of strange, but it's an Asian themed pizza. Probably go ahead and buy 2 of these. Also, look, celebrating 100 years. It's pretty cool. Soy sauce. So any Asian grocery store is gonna have a huge selection of soy sauce, but here we've got a lot of Japanese ones. So these are fancier soy sauce bottles, and they come in these really fun little paper bags, but inside is a glass bottle of soy sauce. Quite expensive, $13.79. But this is gonna be for dipping your sushi in when you wanna really taste that soy sauce flavor. Now, if I'm cooking, I just go for the good old kikuman, I buy usually a big jug like this. Now I used to buy even bigger containers, but soy sauce is better when it's fresh. I didn't know this. Our friends that told me there's certain soy sauce dispensers that keep your soy sauce fresher for longer. We use so much that we just go right through it anyways, but I no longer buy the big buckets of soy sauce. They're fun, they're really good price, but you want to buy fresh. This is another one too. I don't know what it says. It says Nama Shoyu Smooth Aromatics. Okay, I think this is supposed to be kind of a Kikkoman competitor to something like that. This is also something really good. My family in Japan buys this. Now I've said this many times, I've been looking for it. In Japan, they'll put the soy sauce into an additional plastic bag on the inside of the bottle to keep it even fresher. So leave it to the Japanese. Find a way to keep your soy sauce fresher, even though it's already in a bottle. They put it in another plastic bag so it doesn't touch the air. It's pretty cool. These are always interesting. A smoked shoyu. This one is aged in a whiskey barrel. That's cool. Cherry blossom shoyu. And then this is just a fish sauce, same brand over here. Oh, product of Japan. That's really fancy. I bet you that is some really good fish sauce. Of course, it got all the usual fish sauces here too. This is my go-to only because this is what Mama used to use, so that's what I like to use. Okay, something else that you can find at any grocery store these days, but here you're gonna find a bigger selection, better selection, is Melon. Now this is the brand you always see right here. It's in a yellow labeled container. They have the smaller bottle. What I like to get is the one in the glass bottle. I just prefer this on the flavor profile. They say it's a sweet seasoning cooking sake, but I sometimes use this and sake, but this is the one I always go for. $13.99. I don't know if it's a good price or not. This is the way to go. Now what's funny is I take this and I put it into my smaller Manjo Aji bottle. But if you ever cook in my house, this is the one that's in that bottle. It is pretty cool that most grocery stores these days here, at least in the Seattle area, will carry a lot of Asian products. So I don't have to go to Asian grocery stores as much, but I still like to go because kind of feels like home, especially this place. Okay, so last time this was what I couldn't find, roasted sesame seed dressing, and the bottle looks different. I wonder if this is made in America now. So I'm sure a lot of businesses are doing this where, you know, normally this would be made in Japan, shipped here to America, but because of the tariffs, I think they're starting to manufacture this or make these here stateside. Doesn't say, and I'm guessing it's either made in America or maybe another country, not Japan, because yeah, things are getting expensive out there. Now normally I just buy this at Costco, but right now they've got the not roasted garlic, oh yeah, maybe the roasted garlic onion, which is also very delicious. Most people prefer the the deep roasted sesame dressing. Really good, delicious. Try it if you haven't had it before. One of the best parts of this grocery store, their bulk section, pretty full of goodies like this. Lots of different kinds of honey. And honey is getting super expensive, so this is a really good deal. Washington Wildflower Honey, Hummingbird, I think that's the company. They got Oregon Blackberry Honey, Oregon Clover Honey, one of my personal favorites. If you buy that at the farmer's market, they could easily be like $20, which is kind of nuts. Now, normally it's in a glass jar, which I imagine is better. You know, we're trying to reduce our usage of plastics, eat less foods that are touching plastic, but if it's not everything, it's all good. Maybe you're paying for the bottle, but still, difference between $6 and $20, I'll take $6. Still, my favorite part of this whole place is the produce section. Look how beautiful this is. It's like the heaven of fruits and veggies. And the highlight is their mushroom selection. Dang! Now, Japanese people, they love their mushrooms. Other Asian cultures, but I just know in Japan, you can find a ton of mushrooms. I think Chinese people also eat lots of mushrooms, but here, they got you covered. Very Japanese because it's a Japanese brand. These bunashimeji mushrooms always comes in a little pack like this, solid, $4.98. Gonna buy one of those today. Same company, they make this maitake, which is nice, really convenient. Both of these are always really fresh and good to go. That's one of the reasons I like them. I'm gonna actually buy this, and I believe these are also made in Japan. Oh, you know what? I don't think they are. I think these are from California. Let me know. Have these always been produced in California? I've just seen the same packaging in Japan. Maybe. I don't know. All right, moving on. We got fresh lion's mane mushrooms. Pretty pricey, but also delicious. One of my personal favorites, oyster mushrooms. Organic, not as expensive. I'm probably gonna buy a little bit of those. Whoa, look at these guys. Wild lobster mushrooms. Okay, you don't really see wild mushrooms often. That's pretty cool. 20 bucks per pound. I'm gonna pass on that. Fresh king oyster mushrooms. Those look good. And then you've got all your usual mushrooms here that you find in most American grocery stores. This is a portobello. Really good. Ooh, I like these. I like it when the shiitakes are smaller like this. This is the way I prefer it. And this is perfect for pizza. I like my mushrooms to be a little bit smaller than bite size. So this size of shiitake right here, like this is perfect. Now, I know this seems like it's still a little bit big. The thing about mushrooms, they shrink up when you roast them. And that's what I do before I put them on my pizzas. Oh, where's the paper bag? Usually they got a paper bag around here. I do not see the paper bag. Where is it? Kind of need a paper bag, yo. Huh, I guess they got plastic bags. My little trick, so I don't have to touch other people's mushrooms. Open it up. Put your hand in the bottom like this, then it becomes a glove. See that? And just grab it. Yeah, like so. See that? Look. Magic. There you go. Got your mushrooms. Got the shiitakes now. Now I'm gonna grab the oysters. Yeah. Look at this. And you don't touch other people's mushrooms. Not that it's a big deal because it's gonna get roasted at 500 degrees. Bananas. Got the conventional. They got the organic, but they got these. These are called the reds. I'm assuming the inside is not red. I'm here for the regular. I'm looking at these though. They're not really ripening correctly. Maybe this one. There you go. How much are these? 98 cents a pound. Let's see here. That's 2 pounds. Oh my gosh, $2. It's actually not a bad deal. It's about the same as Costco. Town and Country's tomato game is on point. They got some Sun Golds, heirlooms, whatever this thing is. I like to mix it up. Now, of course, I have tomatoes at home right now, but if you don't have a tomato garden, this is a place to get it. You get some organic, ooh, darlings. Never seen this. Kaleidos. I love the names of this wholesome tomato packages. Right now, all our tomatoes are growing like crazy. So I get about 1 to 2 pints of tomatoes from my garden per day, which is cool. So saving myself some money, even though I have to spend a lot of time babysitting them. Ooh, a sale on avocados? Don't mind if I do. Go ahead and grab 2 of these guys. 2 for $5. Still kind of expensive, but I'll take it. One thing we haven't had in a while is green juice. I'm gonna go ahead and buy some kale, which is our go-to greens these days. Ooh, look at that. Nice thing about kale, year-round, available, and very, very affordable. $4 for this. It's a really good deal. A lot of goodness in there. In addition to juicing kale, sometimes what we'll do is slice it really thin and add it to our stir fries. Judy makes a Asian hamburger helper. Sorry, I keep saying Asian, but it's true. We're a bunch of Asians and we cook a lot of Asian food. Anyway, she makes this Asian hamburger helper and she will throw in little bits and pieces of sliced kale, and it's delicious. And I heard it's better to cook kale if you want the benefits from it. Let me know if that's true or if I'm just making that up. Normally I buy broccoli at Costco because the price is right, but I will say one thing. When you buy it with the stem on like this, oh, the sprayers came on. Let me grab in the back. Way more fresh, way more firm, and you can eat the stems too. So what I'll do is I'll like kind of peel off the outside layers and then I'll roast it too. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy a bunch to have as a side dish for our pizzas today. People always ask me how I vlog in public. One of the things I do is I try to go to those places where I vlog when there's not as many people. Just want to respect, you know, their space and their experience. Not everybody wants to be on camera. Look at this. They got all kinds of fancy melons. Now, we all know about the cantaloupe. We know about the honeydew. But do you know about the piel di sapo? Didn't know that was even a thing. This is one we've had before. The golden hammy. I didn't know that's what it was called. And then the Juan Canary. Interesting. I don't know. I don't like grabbing the last of anything like this, so I'm gonna leave that one. Then we've got some Gallia melons and gold honeydew. Ooh, that's cool. And then some Tuscan style cantaloupe. Look at this. Vine ripe cantaloupe, organic, on sale, $4.98 each. Oh, hell to the yeah. All about the sales. And my rule of thumb, first one I see, that's the one I pick. I'm gonna buy 2 of these for sure. That is a good ass deal for organic too. I saw this one. This is the one I gotta go for. In the Philippines, there's this cantaloupe snack. It's like a cantaloupe drink. Mama used to make it, and it was one of my favorite things that she would prepare in the summer, especially at Filipino parties. And you slice up, almost shred the cantaloupe meat, and you mix it with milk, which reminds me I need to get milk. You mix it with milk and sugar, and it's a very refreshing summer delight. That's what I would call it. So hopefully Judy makes that today, especially since I rarely buy 2 huge cantaloupes. $5 each, that's a good deal. Cart's looking real good. Gonna need some garlic, and this is the organic stuff. Here's one. You're looking for the really tight wrapper. You don't want it to be loose. You want the bulb to be nice and big, but the wrapper to be wrapped tightly around it. I'm gonna go ahead and buy 3 of these. That one's, see how that one's not that tight? I will skip on that one. Let's see. There we go. There you go. Boom. Not even 1 pound. By the way, in the comments, can you tell me what is black garlic for? I see this all the time. It says sweet, mild, soft, and spreadable. It's a funky kind of food to spread on what? Your toast? Anyways, you can buy that here. Some potatoes. Washington grows a lot of potatoes, and you can get all kinds of varieties. Normally, we buy potatoes for curry. And when we make curry, we like to get these ones, these multicolored ones. Now, I have this rule of thumb. I think I read this somewhere, but the more variety in your diet, the more colors, the more nutrients you're getting, the more, you know, benefits from your food. So we try to get different colored potatoes, and the little mixed bag, which is $6, is perfect for it. And then we throw it into the curry. It's fun, it's delicious. These little baby gold ones, if you ever go to the farmer's market and see one like this, or it's kind of like, oh, right here, these French fingerlings. These are buttery and perfect. Deep fry these guys, it's really delicious. In fact, I'm gonna buy one of these and probably make some fries for the kids. That's also $6. So since I already bought a variety of potato colors, I'm gonna avoid buying the colorful carrots. Go with your standard bunch of carrots. How much is this? $4 for this bunch, which seems kind of expensive. It is organic, but I'm just gonna go with it. Sometimes when I see your comments about how much you guys pay in your countries for different foods I buy, I'm always kind of blown away. But the thing that probably is the most shocking is how much less your fruits and veggies are. Ours are so expensive. And I found the difference in price can be like 10x different. So maybe carrots, where you're from, tell me, that many carrots, how much would you pay for a bunch of carrots like that? $4 today for me. I think I've heard maybe $1 in other places. Stay tuned for the end because I'm gonna vlog me making these pizzas today. And speaking of pizzas, I need some toppings. So typically I buy my pepperoni from the refrigerated section and it's some big brand name. But lately I've been getting it from the Deli. Hi there. I'm looking for a good pepperoni.
I only have one.
Okay, you only have one? Okay, I bet it's good. I've been buying pepperonis from you guys freshly sliced, and for my pizzas, I find that's the way to go. Thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get probably a pound of that. I feel like that would be okay, maybe a little bit thinner, just a tiny bit. It's really good though. And the thing is, they pre-slice it when you buy it in the other section, so it loses a little bit of its magic and flavor. So, oh, guanciale. That's what you want to use, I think, when you're doing like a what is it, carbonara. Correct me if I'm wrong, Italians. All right, $4.59. Not only is it a better deal, freshly sliced, and usually it's a premium cut of pepperoni. So that's the way to go. That's gonna be delicious on the pizza. That's pretty cool. I think that's fake though. Oh yeah, that's fake. Looks real though. I would love to have a whole wheel of Parmesan cheese one day. I mean, I can't really justify it unless I had a restaurant or something like that. Which, speaking of restaurant, I've always wanted to do a pop-up pizza shop. Thought that'd be pretty cool because of all the things I cook. I guess it's baking. Pizza's one of my favorites, and it's the one thing I've really dialed in. I've been talking to bakers, actually my friend Connor of Cottage Bakery, which is in the area, one of the best sourdough bakeries in the Seattle area. He was saying he'd be game to do it. I've had other restaurant owners even offer their kitchens. If I did a pop-up shop, would you go? What should I do? I was thinking sell a pizza and something else with it. I don't know, maybe like a small recipe book. And I thought it'd be fun to let the girls sell their art there too if I did it, but let me know if you'd attend. Okay, so normally I pay $14 for a whole like huge pack of beer at Costco, but this one caught my eye. This is called Talking Cedar Pilsner. 14 bucks, but you know what? I like supporting small craft breweries sometimes. So today, Talking Cedar Brewery, you're my go-to beer. Chehalis Indian Reservation. Cool. Proudly brewed. Grand Mound, Washington. Never had a beer brewed on the res before. All right, I wanted to give a shout out to Vital Farms. They sent me these really cute little coupons for eggs. I think it's worth 15 bucks, so I really appreciate it. You're absolutely one of my favorite eggs, and very nice of you to offer a little bit of a rebate on the purchase of your amazing products. So this is what I normally go for, the 18 pack. Look at that, beautiful. The reason I love this is because one, is available just about anywhere nowadays. Pasture raised, lets the chickens just graze in the grass. They eat bugs, which I know sounds kind of funky, but those bugs that they're eating really feeds the eggs in a way that most other feeds don't. So it's a darker, better colored yolk, more delicious, and generally speaking, just more nutritious. So thank you very much. I'm gonna go ahead and buy probably 2 of these here. This is 12 bucks, by the way. $12. They also sent me a coupon for their butter. Haven't bought that as much, but I will go ahead and try that today. Let's see, $9.29. I'll buy one of these. Yeah, yours. When we buy butter, we never buy unsalted butter. Maybe if a baking recipe asks for it or called for it, but even with their cookies, we like the salted butter because a little bit of salt in your cookies is already necessary anyway, so usually not worth it for us to buy the unsalted. Nobody likes unsalted butter on the bread. Salted is the way to go. Anyways, thanks Vital Farms. They're not a sponsor of me, but wouldn't mind working with them. They just sent me these coupons because they saw I'm a huge fan. Today's milk of choice is good old Dairy Gold. We get a whole gallon of this stuff. Since Papa's gotten back, we've also been going through a little bit more milk, mainly for my coffee, but also for cereal. Once in a while, we'll do cereal. Call Judy the Beauty.
Calling Judy the Beauty. Mobile. Hello?
Hey, baby, I forgot the shopping list. I think I got everything, eggs, milk, stuff for pizza tonight, bananas, rice. But is there anything else that we need? Got QP.
I think we're out of avocado.
I got avocados.
You got eggs.
Got eggs.
Where are you?
I'm at Central Market, now called Town Country.
Do we have enough panko bread?
Oh, good call. We don't have panko.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll get that.
Okay, I'll get panko.
Okay,
And then I'm gonna go. Okay. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Love you. Bye. We always try to have on hand is this brand of panko breadcrumbs. This is the best in my opinion, and it'll really level up your katsu. You know what though? This is cheaper. Product of USA. Let's try this too. Oh my gosh. $7.98 for this whole Pokeball and save up to $7.01. A really good deal. Okay. No, normally it's $12.49, but still, I'll take it. All right. That's all I'm gonna have time for today.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Next, make these pizzas. This is the first time I've done pizza in the inside of the house oven in a very long time. I know that Mia likes it like this, so there you go. It's really perfect. Look at that. Woohoo!
Look at this.
Be careful, it's hot, baby. It's been a while because we've been cooking pizzas outside, which I have one outside too. So I have a cheese pizza out there. I just finished one right here, and it smells amazing. Hey,
Smell the sauce.
what would you say out of 10?
Like 12.
12? Honey, what do you think?
I know. Very good. Very, very good.
I got another one. Now we're gonna do the pepperoni. It's been a while since I recorded me doing a pizza. I've been doing the pizzas the fast way, which is not vlogging, but you know, show you guys the process. I do not measure really anything, even though I probably should. I really kind of eyeball it, and then boom. And I already know about this point that I need more sauce on here, but usually I get it right the first time. I personally like sauce on there, but you definitely don't want to put too much, okay? Then cheese. Using a whole milk mozzarella, of course freshly grated, that's the best. Use a pre-shredded stuff, obviously it saves you some time, not even that much. You're paying more, by the way, but you get some kind of anti-caking stuff on there so that the cheese isn't sick. So I shred it fresh. It's really the only way to go. Thing is, when you're doing cheese, you don't want to put too much. You put too much, it actually can ruin it, in my opinion. Even if you like cheese, it turns into a big, thick, like glob. Freshly sliced pepperoni. It's got way more flavor to it. Really delicious. I think you pay about the same, if not less, for a higher quality pepperoni. Yo, look at that. Perfect amount, kind of. Bam! All you need right there. Waiting, waiting, and waiting. Waiting for 500 degrees. I'm gonna get your oven as hot as it can get. There we go. Do this quick. Right on the top there. Bam! Close it up real quick. Exactly, 13 minutes. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. Alright, so I asked the girls to get me some ranch, but there's no ramekins, and now we found the culprits.
They're all from me.
Hold on a second.
No, you're the JB.
No, okay. Guess which one's from this one?
I've been noticing there haven't been any ramekins anywhere, and I need them.
Not me, I didn't.
Okay, let's try these. Look at this, you guys. Bam! Look at the bottom. Are you a ranch person or no ranch? Honey, ain't this? It's different when it's in that oven. Pizza night's back. I haven't been doing as much pizza in the last probably like 3 to 4 months, so we back, baby. We back. And I can't wait till the kids help me. About to make this mushroom pizza. Already made 1 pepperoni, 2 cheese. The mushroom, the Asian mushroom pizza is for me and Judy. So let me show you how it's done. Okay, this is not very complex. All you're gonna do, rough chop this. The good thing about these Japanese ones, that easy. That's about the size you want. Put it in the bowl. I'm gonna do that for all of this. I forgot what these guys are called, but also very easy. Put the stumps away. That's what I call them. Bam! All of it goes in. Oysters looking beautiful. I will say the best mushrooms are, of course, wild or come from the farmer's market. Skagit Mushroom Farm, I think that's the name of it. See, even these big pieces, I just put them right on in, just like that. Now, I did mention I do not cut these, but the edges of the stem, I do like to kind of trim them. So that little edge, I do like to just cut that off because I find sometimes can have like a hardness about them. Just the edge. So I'll do that with all these guys. But these are all kind of the right size for me personally. Shiitakes, same thing. In the bowl. All right, time to flavor this. Okay, garlic, olive oil, This has been flavoring the olive oil. I wouldn't use this garlic because it doesn't have a good flavor, but the olive oil at the top does. So I'll put plenty of that on there. Then black pepper, very complimentary. Put lots of that in there. All right, something that is very Japanese, soy sauce. My mom always said, little soy sauce when you're roasting or cooking with mushrooms is just perfect. And then mix it all together. Notice I did not put salt. Now I will put a little tiny bit of salt, but that soy sauce is very salty. This is... And I just lay it out onto the tray like so. Does that smell good, honey? Can you smell it? Definitely want to spread it around. All I'm trying to do is kind of like pour roast it, if that makes sense. There you go. Now this goes into the oven. All right. I've got it on the highest heat, 480. If you're wondering why our toaster oven is outside, we do a lot with this, and sometimes it gets smoky, it gets smelly, and it's nice to save the house. It's also just nice to be outside. Bam! You could eat it like this, but I'm not because I want it to be roasted a little bit more. Really, this is way more than I need. What I do is I save whatever I don't use for scrambled eggs, omelet, just rice and mushrooms, because this is just so meaty, so savory, so umami, so delicious, and perfectly salty that you could just eat it like this. Reason I don't cook it all the way is because it's gonna literally cook more inside of the oven with the pizza. So after this, it's a dough. The dough. It's time to turn into a pizza. I have flour here, put the dough into it. It's been sitting out for a few hours at least, maybe like 4 or 5. All I did is flip it like that. Bam. Got a lot of dough on there. Bam. Flatten it. Bam. There we go. Freshly grated cheese. So I will not put too much cheese at first, and notice no sauce. That's right, no sauce on this. I just want the flavor of the mushrooms to come through. This is a very Japanese thing to do, to have no sauce. Mushrooms, ready to go. I'm gonna be really generous with this. All over, baby. Ooh, ooh, I can smell it right now. Now, you do not need any meat on this. This is very meaty, but I do like to throw on some bacon. So after I put as much mushrooms as I feel like this crust can handle, I am going to definitely add some bacon. Bacon. More cheese. The reason I put the cheese over the toppings, I don't want the bacon and the mushrooms to burn. Typically you don't put already cooked toppings on a pizza, but with those, it doesn't cook long enough, or it's not hot enough for it to kind of finish off, so that's why I have to kind of partly cook them. There we go. All around like that. Just enough to give it a little bit of coverage, but it doesn't have to be a lot. Boom. Just a little bit more pepper. Salt, not too much. And then, last bit of olive oil. Boom, 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 boom. Time to bake. All right, just like before, 500 or as hot as you can get your oven. Put it in there, ready to go. Now it's time to clean. My least favorite part.
Technology that invented by questions like these will every plot point.
Oh, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! There we go. Turn that off, turn that off. There we go. Mushroom, bacon, crispiness, some leoparding. Yeah. Yeah. Japanese Kewpie. Yes, they do this in Japan, and it's delicious. This is why they don't have sauce on it. see you next time.
Okay.
You be the taste tester. You take the small one. In Japan, they like to put mayonnaise on it because there's no sauce. It's just mushroom, bacon, and cheese.
Only at Benji's kitchen. I really love it, Benji.
You really love it?
They're really
I missed you tasting my food here. I'm glad you're here to enjoy my cooking, or in this case, baking.
You know, every time you're not around, I go and find the food.